Alistair Mann with karting is greater than all other racing.
That's rage bait. That's 100% rage bait.
I'm going to actually tackle that as something, as a genuine take, because yes, it is easily the most accessible. That being said,
it's not.
It's
Spec
pretty
Miata
much
cheaper than
anyone
karting.
can go.
No, it is not.
Anyone can go to like K1 speed.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
That's
just
what
like,
he said. I don't think that's what he meant by karting.
yeah, we know what he meant by karting is like actual circuit
like
karting.
going full blown,
Yeah.
like Tony
Full-blown,
Kart,
yeah.
Tony Kart, yeah.
And like, what's that comparison? What's like I guess like the best comparison would be, well, I was gonna say ping pong to like tennis, but those aren't actually. Like, no, it's more like, oh man,
Pickleball versus Wimbledon.
No,
what?
you're getting there.
That's not even a.
That's not a pipeline.
That doesn't exist.
That's white people doing white people shit. I should know.
Oh, it's like it's a bit like mini golf and like real golf.
Sure.
You can go to Dave and I don't know if Dave and Buster's, but you can go anywhere. You can do mini golf. You can be good at it if you want, and if you're pretty good at it, like it's cool. But once you start flexing that you're a professional mini golf player, it's like, oh, that's great, Steven. Like, do anything productive with your life? I'm sorry.
But because of the kind of easy to access aspect of it, when you tell someone like you're a professional kart driver, there is a little bit of that gimmick behind it, or a little bit of that tarnish to that title for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not here to demean people who are, kart drivers, because you are, with no doubt, a much better driver than I will ever be. Don't take this too personally, but if you're a 27-year-old driver and you're still in go-karts, like, dude, go to Formula V or something.
You're kind of in it for the love of the game at that point, though.
I guess you're right.
It's its own community,
I can't
genuinely.
hate on that. I can't hate on
What
that.
about being 23 but have never bought your own car before? What about that?
Let's go to the next question.
Richard Hammond pronounces it Bowler.
Bowler?
Yeah.
Well, they pronounce it Hyundai and Jaguar, and we both know that's
Nissan.
wrong. And Nissan.
Nissan.
What else we got?
Adam says, one track you'd like to visit but haven't yet.
Oh
I'm going to
God, I've got
start
so
off
many.
because I haven't been to many tracks. I've been to like 2.
Okay.
So, but the track I'd most like to visit, besides Spa, because Spa. Probably Coda, just for that turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see for myself how steep that turn 1 really is. But yeah, what about you guys?
It feels criminal for me to say that I love IndyCar as much as I do without never actually being back home again in Indiana. I want to be there so badly. It's just I've never gotten the opportunity. So hopefully in the next couple of years I'm able to go and see the greatest spectacle. That's obviously a big one for me. There's so many tracks in America. I still want to go and check out Road America. I think the vibes there are phenomenal. Circuit of the Americas is absolutely one as well. Man, Sebring, such a cool vibe over there. Very, very campy sort of vibe. Internationally, though, I really want to go see Bathurst. Very, very cool. Nürburgring. I could do this forever.
If we're counting street circuits, the Macau GP.
Singapore for me.
Singapore?
Absolutely. That place looks immaculate.
I want to see Formula 4 cars go around Macau.
And Macau, that's cool
Flying
too.
through the air.
What?
Flying through the air, yeah, flying through the air.
Was it Formula 2
causing
or
traffic jams. No, they're
Formula
at 4. They're at 4.
Well, they're like regional.
No,
like
have you not seen the clip of that female driver?
That's Sophia Floersch, yeah.
Was that Macau?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Yeah, when she flew through the air because of brake failure.
Yeah.
And then like broke her spine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. She's well, she's still racing. She's in Indy NXT now.
How would you recover from that, like psychologically? Like,
I
You
don't
get back
know.
on that horse.
Big balls.
you probably have to get back to it as soon as possible. Like motorcycle riders, if once they crash, they get scared and like kind of stay away from riding. But
Yeah.
like the longer you stay away from your trauma, like the worse it gets, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've crashed on my motorcycle once, but
Have you really?
I've got back into it right after, and it's like fine.
I don't think I've ever heard this story.
It was like in the valley, and this Nissan Altima turned in front of me.
Joey, that was an eyebrow raise of someone who knows what they did.
And I remember immediately after the impact, the passenger threw out a blunt. I should have called the cops on them, but I guess I kind of missed on that. Yeah, but that's when I had my Moto Guzzi.
R.I.P. Moto Guzzi.
Yeah.
Favorite racetracks. Oh, sorry. Chris asks, or is asking for, favorite racetracks that no longer exist, or a racetrack with a major change that butchered it. And my mind is going to Hockenheim.
That's a solid one. That's a really solid one.
Because they cut all that. They had these big, long, sweeping straights going through the forest. And then they said, fuck that, we're going to take it out. And then they said, oh, actually, like, fuck you even more. We're going to replant all the trees so it can never be a track again.
Yeah.
Like that.
It would have been really cool to see like what a modernized version of that forest route would be.
I think realistically, practically speaking, it's for the best.
Oh yeah,
that they took
100%.
Out, but yeah.
What's up with Fontana being taken over by Amazon warehouses?
So
what's up with that,
the whole game plan of that was, and that is what I was going to say. They were going to. The plan still is for them to convert it into
a mile track using the pit lanes.
A bull ring. So instead of like having this 2 mile super speedway, you have something kind of like
a half mile,
Martinsville or Bristol.
Yeah, it's one of those tiny ass tracks.
But it's a really good. There's a lot of personality. Those are good tracks, genuinely. In real in NASCAR, those are good tracks. It sucks though because road racing is impossible there. Indy cars cannot race on tracks that small.
Yeah, I mean,
but
yeah.
It sucks for. It's going all chips in on NASCAR, which disappoints me. And again, yeah, we don't even know if it will be finished right now because surrounding area is being built by temporary warehouses right now. It's being covered by temporary warehouses. So
now that Irwindale's gone, like SoCal tracks you gotta go to Buttonwillow or Willow Springs.
I forgot about Irwindale.
Yep, just lost it.
Yep,
that's had its final event in December. So. That's another sad one. I think I gotta say, Auto Club, annoying change. I was gonna say, Matt.
Do you have conflicting thoughts on Irwindale?
I mean, I've been there multiple times. Thursday night Thunder drag race is it's like one of those people's races, and you could bring whatever and
run what you brought.
And they had some pretty interesting like car shows going on. Always over there as well. Le Mans, with the addition of the chicanes.
People were dying, dude. That's like Mark Webber was going over. Mark Webber was literally seeing the Lord. I don't think that's a. I think that's a change I can allow.
Yeah,
I know it
sucks.
Can
you imagine seeing the modern wet cars?
Those things still
too much downforce, I would say, for modern hypercars.
Those things made even the GT1s made a gajillion pounds of downforce. It's just getting that little bit of air under the front nose, and that's under the front, and that's all it takes.
Because it's all flat underbody.
All flat underbody.
What's up with that Peugeot that was like 400 kilometers?
Oh my god! Yeah, I was gonna talk about that during the WAC episode, or if we ever did a Le Mans burner. Yeah. But Peugeot basically just made a car with the sole intent of like, we're not gonna win. Yeah. How fast can we get this thing down Sarthe or down Mulsanne? And it hit like what?
Well, I think it's like 430 kilometers per hour.
Yeah. What is that, like 3? Is that? That's not.
It's probably like 250 miles per hour over that.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Yeah.
That's mental. You know what like shocks me? You know what gets me sometimes is like old race cars. Their top speeds were just as fast as like faster. Really? Okay, that I didn't know. I guess it makes sense. Big engine, small car.
Yeah.
Weighs nothing. Like, how the fuck did people drive those? Like
barely
without dying.
Like my brother he was not into motorsports at all. He's watching Drive to Survive right now. Mm-hmm. He's asking me questions and always. And one question he asked me was, so in the older cars, people were crashing at like in these like death traps.
Are we talking 50s here?
50s and 60s. Yeah. People were getting flung out of their cars and surviving. Mm-hmm. And he was just like asking me, how were they surviving?
Didn't have seatbelts.
And I'm like, I know that's the answer, right? They didn't have seatbelts. They were flung out of their cars. It was safer outside the car than it was inside the car because if it caught on fire, you're dead. Mm-hmm. But like the speed at which you are going from 150 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour, how is that not killing everyone? Like when you smack into a pillar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is shocking to me that people were surviving those enough to like keep the sport going.
Yeah.
As for as long as it did, without major safety regulations.
We had a really long conversation with ourselves as a sport after the big Le Mans disaster in '55, and that caused Mercedes to pull out of pretty much all motorsport for a while there.
Yeah.
And I mean that caused like we've had some really big moments. Same thing with like IndyCar Dan Weldon in 2011. People were calling that an accident waiting to happen. The fact that it was only Dan Weldon who we lost is kind of a miracle. But there's always a part of racing is understanding that the sport is never always going to be perfectly safe. You that's the stuff you got to prioritize.
Yeah, I mean, as ugly as the halos are on Formula One, so hasn't it like saved like at least 10 lives or something like that already? Like there was like a guy that crashed into a
Lewis Hamilton would be dead.
There's already an entire I think demo. There's already a highlight reel
Leclerc
of times that it's saved people's
lives. Zhou
lives.
would be dead. Yeah, Guan Yu, Hamilton, Leclerc.
What's a Mario Kart track you guys would? What's a real life racetrack you guys would want to see converted into a Mario Kart track?
Oh my God! Why am I not the Japan over under?
Suzuka.
Yeah, Suzuka. Suzuka would be cool because the over under. That's the only reason. Spa would be cool. Nürburgring.
I'm trying to think of what like the most shortcuttable would be. Like what in nature has a lot of shortcuts? Coda, obviously, because you got all the runoffs.
Yeah, and section 2 is you can just like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what the closest one to an actual Mario Kart track is? Oh God, I don't. Something Alps. It's in the mountains. It's like a festival.
You're gonna Bernese Alps.
Am I? Yeah, I think so.
Dude, that's not a real track.
It's not a real track?
No.
It's only in the game?
Yeah, it's fiction. Forza made that.
Really?
Turn 10 made that. Yeah.
I thought it was a real track.
No.
What am I thinking of then?
I'm sorry. The Rio in Forza, Rio, Prague, and Bernese all.
I knew the Prague one wasn't real because that one's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But I thought the Bernese Alps was real.
No.
Are we living in a simulation?
We might be. We're not stoned enough to answer that question yet. I don't know. Yeah.
But that's edibles. So you're about to be.
I'm about to. Yeah. We're going to him.
I'm about to.
God dang it.
Formula One Academy.
F1 Academy.
F1 Academy. Is it useless?
I don't know. I don't know enough.
I've always been strongly opinionated that one of the great things about motorsports is its ability to involve female competitors naturally.
That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Wait, is F1 Academy only for women?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only for women.
Oh my god.
But I think the statement you just said was bullshit. Because women, they're disadvantaged socially from like as children, gendered toys, gendered interests and likes. Already the talent pool is so small. Second, a girl's gonna have trouble inherently getting sponsorships, there's that sort of like mythos around, not mythos, that's the wrong word. Ethos of like, oh, girls can't drive, or girls can't drive as well as boys can. In motorsport. So I think it's like there's a reason for.
I think there are natural disadvantages, but you look at Michelle Mouton, who was literally Pikes Peak overall winner in one rallies before.
Ask a casual.
Let me keep going. Because you had Danica Patrick, and I know this is controversial, but won in Motegi, and had she not given up IndyCar for the fortune and fame of NASCAR, we could genuinely be talking about how she could have been the first ever female to win the Indy 500 or have multiple Grand Prix victories in IndyCar. I mean that genuinely. Christina Nilsson has won numerous championships in ALMS and IMSA. I don't think the answer to helping women in motorsport was having a all-female series, but rather kind of like what we're seeing now with Women in Motorsport, the organization, and Shift Up Now, and kind of having resources for these drivers to get sponsorships, to get rides. I don't think a all-female series is necessarily the answer to that.
So all those examples you listed, true, but those are also one out of like literal. I mean, okay, ask. I'm gonna snatch that Oreo packet away from you.
I'm almost done, don't worry.
Keep making more noise. Ask any casual motorsports enthusiast, like any female driver, except for Michelle Mouton. What? Who are they? Who are they going to name? Susie Wolf?
Unfortunately, Danica.
Okay, yeah, Danica Patrick and Michelle Mouton. Who else are they going to name?
Haley Deegan.
Haley Deegan?
Historically, I'm speaking, I guess.
Yeah, historically, I mean, yeah. Not
How many women in Formula One have
Lynn St.
earned
James?
a full point?
Can you score half a point?
I think I'm pretty sure Layla Lombardi scored half a point.
How do you score half a point?
I think.
Half points can be awarded if the duration of the race is below a certain threshold, which happened at Spa in 2021.
My point is my point is right now, if you just let it happen naturally, it's never going to happen. You need corporate backing. You need to force and you need to inject more drivers into the pool for there to be talent to grow at all.
But no one from F1 Academy has gone really anywhere. Jamie Chadwick, I think, is a great exception because she's won races in Indy Next. She's shown. Really
Are we counting W
there.
Series as F1 Academy? I
In
mean,
my
it was
bra-
like
in-
it's
in-
like the spiritual
in the brain,
predecessor.
In the brain, yes.
Yeah. W Series was flawed for actually some similar reasons to F1 Academy, in that they were using old equipment.
Yeah.
But W Series was never intended to like be a feeder series into like Formula Series. It was just meant to like be the top.
That was true promo. I think that's a great point. In W Series was genuinely trying to be like the best female drivers in the world compared to
It wasn't trying to feed into Formula One or IndyCar.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a part of why it failed so hard, really. Besides the whole funding issues. But yeah, Jamie Chadwick, like you said, where is she now? In NXT?
Indy Next. I don't know if she has a 25 ride confirmed. I know she's trying to make that jump up to IndyCar.
Yeah, which I think could happen. She won a race in Indiana.
There's one more spot as we're talking right now, and that's filled in. That's at Dale Coyne, so she could definitely get a part-time ride.
Yeah, and there's not necessarily like a strict like time limit for IndyCar in terms of like driver age. Not as much as there is.
No, but you got to get a move on really quick and actually getting your foot in the door, or else your name kind of falls into obscurity with up and coming talent fairly quick.
Yeah, it's true. I think she deserves a shot. I don't know how well she would do, but I think she deserves a shot.
I 100% agree. She's going to be the Grand Marshal for 24 Hours of Daytona.
What does that mean?
Grand Marshal is just
Like
always
the
the
flag waver?
honorary person that's like, driver, start your engines.
I
Like LeBron.
Yeah, Lamont James, dude.
Lamont James.
Lamont James, who's done that like numerous times now.
Has he?
Yeah. He's been there like the
What is
past
up-
2 years.
What is up with his popularity with the French people?
It starts with Le. And the French love basketball generally.
Do they?
So
I didn't know that.
I thought they like surrendering.
joke's so unfunny, we're ending the episode right here. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Let's
I'm
have a
kidding,
little
I'm
bit-
kidding,
let's have a
I'm
little
kidding.
bit- Let's have a little bit more talkie-walkie. What else can we talk about? Let me refer back to the.
Yeah, Dream 3 Car Garage. Where are we at scale of 1 to 10 on like road car knowledge now? Because you know Wheel really well. But
I know like enough about road cars to make people think I know more about road
what's
cars. than I
like
actually
your
do.
dream money no object dream car, like 3 Car Garage?
Niki Lauda's M1 Pro car.
Correct answer.
And then I'd go with. Ooh.
I want to steal Emil Barret's 3 criteria, like 3 categories.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
It made it way easier because we posed this question in an early version of the podcast and it didn't work until we had that.
Yep.
Okay. Well.
By the way, hi Emil, if you're somehow watching this.
He's still watching.
I hope. What? Remind me, Matt.
So there's the Dream Daily, Dream Track, and then your third is just a wild card.
Okay.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. Let's do one at a time, starting with daily.
Dream Daily is a Hilux.
Really?
Like Top Gear, Arctic Expedition.
Oh, Arctic Trucks Hilux?
Yes.
Okay.
But maybe not as decked out, because I know they deck those out like crazy. So just that generation of Hilux. I'm not educated well enough to know what generation that was, but either that or a Tacoma, same generation. I would take that.
Showta?
I'm assuming I have endless money.
Yes.
So gas
Yes.
is not an issue here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Showta?
My dream daily.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually daily a bike, so that could be my daily. I do love a truck.
What bike?
I'm eyeing on a Husqvarna right now.
Ooh, getting a Husky?
Husky 701.
There we go.
But that could also, that's like a one bike solution. It's like a holy grail of,
What would be
off-road
like
bike.
your dream daily bike? Something like that, or?
I mean, that would be great. I mean, I have a Triumph Scrambler right now,
Yep.
but Husky is probably better in every way except for looks and sound departments. Just for it being a single cylinder. I prefer old looking bikes, but
We know.
yeah, that'll be great daily.
I'm actually changing my answer, sorry.
Okay.
To an E31 8 Series BMW.
My
It's
man.
just- those just
My
look-
man. My
They
man.
just look so
an 8
sexy.
Series BMW,
Dude.
Dude, you don't know what I'm. Do you
the
know? You don't know.
depreciation special.
V12.
V12,
V12.
like, just absolutely
The 8
sick.
series?
The 8 series.
Engine.
Yeah.
Was it the
Seven?
840 or 850? I'm thinking of.
They never made a V12 8 Series. What are you talking about?
850 IS.
That's not a V12.
That's a V12. Unless
It
I'm
came with the V12.
unless I'm majorly tripping right now and
Like-
making a.
I'm 90% sure that came with the V12 because the 7 Series from that era did come.
Fact
did
check
come with
that.
one.
Fact
we're
check
getting a
that.
fact
I
check
don't
on
think
this.
they ever made a
I'm
V12
so
8 Series.
positive.
Showta's correct.
That they only made it up to 4.4 V8 twin turbo.
E31. No. Was it?
Like the current gen,
Was
they
it-
just
was it
stopped
V-
making him last year.
Not the current Gen 8 Series. We're talking about the first generation 8 Series.
What
E31.
What is the first gen?
Right.
What is the
Thank
first
God.
gen 8 Series?
Have you never seen
It
this?
looks like it's like it kind of.
The S70 and it gets
Yeah.
What is the first?
And it's not a very good
generation
engine either. It doesn't.
But you can say you basically have a McLaren F1
Yeah,
engine.
yeah. But it's not very good. It doesn't create that much power. I can't remember. I don't have the numbers on top of my head, but I just remember thinking this is super sick, and then I looked more into it, and it wasn't that impressive. But 12 is a big number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I forced you to do a car as
for
a
a daily? I mean, as much as I like race cars, something comfortable will be good. I mean, I have a Volvo 240 right now. Something of that line that's more modern, maybe.
Like an S60.
Did you just send me a photo of it?
No, hang on.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like a
Volvos are nice.
Oh, those. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, God, I don't know. I mean, like an old Land Rover, Land Cruiser,
I was gonna say something like that. Damn.
maybe.
What about you?
I was thinking like either Land Rover Defender or it's hard for me to call this a daily, but like the NSX was kind of made to be like the daily driven supercar. So I think I'm gonna say the dream daily would be second generation or NA2 NC2 NA2 NSX 'cause
Again,
I'm a
if we're
freak
assuming that
and-
money is not an issue,
Yeah.
then gas.
NA2 NSX because I'm a freak and I like the static headlights instead of the pop-ups.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Le Mans style. They're
Yeah.
better.
Orange, white rims. Old neighbor used to have one in that exact spec, and I
Orange
love
is
it.
like the worst color on it.
There, we were so close to really meeting somewhere here, man. All right, dream track car. I think I already know the answer, but
what-
be road legal.
it has to be road legal. Okay.
One of the criteria as well.
Okay.
I'll just
Was it?
I think it was.
road legal.
Yeah.
I'll just say M1 instead of M1 Pro car.
Okay.
I mean, like
Just a normal BMW
just a
M1.
normal M1. At that point, I feel like I'm getting too many like sharp-looking BMWs from the 80s.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll change it to a GT3 RS.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's
That's
basic,
the
but,
go-to.
like,
Yeah.
Why would you not? Like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I don't know my Porsches well enough to answer this question without sounding like a fool. So you say something for me.
I said this and Emil was like, "You're a strange man," and I still stand by this because I think it's an amazing car. E92 BMW M3 GTS in Rhinelock orange. That's
not a terrible decision. I was expecting a lot worse.
really.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but we're gonna roll with it.
I thought you were gonna say something like a Supra or
No,
like a,
no. That engine is absolutely phenomenal when the rod bearings don't absolutely go on you. It is still absolutely one of my dream cars. I think the color is amazing. The roll cage matches the interior, the exterior, and Bill Oberlin praised it as one of his favorite cars, and he's been driving BMWs for a real long time. So something's right there. So I really think it was proof that BMW could kind of go toe to toe with Porsche and the 911 GT3 if they wanted to. So yeah.
I would say my dream track car is probably a Lotus Exige.
Solid.
They have many versions of it. Maybe like a 211 will be like more extreme ones.
Get a 250.
But I have a MD2 Miata right now, and Exige is like more extreme version of it.
Yeah.
Lighter, more powerful, and it's just like timeless classic at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
they're never gonna make cars like that anymore. Lotus is just Chinese-made electric cars now, unfortunately. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of better answers for myself. I'm sorry for this.
You want to run it back? No, we can do it.
P1?
Ooh, P1 GTR. Yeah, solid.
That's like, what, isn't that like on most people's list of like, as like the
It's up there.
the number one car of all time?
That or the F1.
Yeah. I mean, oh God, am I mistaking the F1 for the P1?
Is this center drive?
Center drive.
It's F1.
Oh, it's the F1?
Yeah.
Isn't the P1 center drive also?
No, that's Senna.
No, that's the Speedtail I'm
not
thinking
the
of.
Senna. Yeah,
Definitely not
Speedtail.
the Senna.
McLaren,
Although
modern,
Senna would be a not bad choice either, actually.
McLaren's making too many special edition cars that we're kind of losing track on that.
That is true, although I do really like the Speedtail. So
I don't even know what the I know what the Speedtail is, but I don't think I could recognize one.
that's fair.
I mean, it looks cool, but they
Right.
have like too many special edition cars.
Yeah.
I know they're trying to like clip farm basically.
It's not clip farm.
By introducing like the
I mean,
P1,
kinda.
the P1 GTR.
If they're
the
making money from
Speedtail.
it,
They're clickbaiting names.
eh.
F1, Senna.
They have the Elva and the what is that America Edition thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man,
What is that
the
thing
American
called?
exclusive one that I keep forgetting
That
about.
they made like 24 of them or something. Sabre.
Sabre, yeah,
Sabre.
yeah. You know the way they spell
Sabre.
that's the way they spell saber
Yep.
in real life. All right, last one, and this can be anything else.
Wild card.
Yeah, wild card.
There's
Preferably
two,
road
there's-
legal.
There's two brewing in my head right now.
Okay.
One is not road legal, and that's the BMW Sauber from 2007. Is that the one that won a Grand Prix?
With Kubica?
2008.
With Kubica?
Was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was his. Yeah, that was his win with BMW. The car that could have been a championship contender the next year, if only. The other car that's brewing in my head is I want to own a K truck of any manufacturer. It doesn't really have to matter which. But my dream one day is to go to car meets and sell ice cream out of the back of a K truck, because I think it'd be neat.
I really like that for you.
Yeah,
I really
I think
like
it's
that
just
for
like
you.
a cute little K truck ice cream shop.
Shota's about to say Ram 1500, and that's going to be really embarrassing for both of us. But what's the third wild card?
So far, I have some off-road car. That's probably like a Land Cruiser.
Uh huh.
A Lotus Exige. A wild card. I mean, McLaren F1's probably like,
Can't go wrong.
you know. I mean, that's probably one of the greatest cars of all time. Regardless of anyone's opinion. It was the fastest road legal car for like 20 years.
Yep.
Before Bugatti Veyron showed up.
Yep.
And it's still the fastest naturally aspirated.
Still most
Car.
powerful naturally aspirated car sold.
Is it
Yeah.
naturally aspirated? Fact check that. But
I'm convinced because Demon had a supercharger, so.
I mean, it's only 640 horsepower. Naturally aspirated, that's not even close.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Koenigsegg or someone else might have come to get that.
And
I could be
power,
wrong.
it's like, I mean, Aventador is 690 horsepower. McLaren F1's like 640, I think.
Yeah, for the longest time, though, it was the most powerful naturally
No,
aspirated.
it's still the
car.
fastest naturally aspirated
Yeah.
car in terms of top speed.
Mhm.
But top speed is all about power and gear ratio.
Yep.
And it takes a long time for McLaren F1 to get to 240 miles per hour, but it is theoretically still the fastest naturally aspirated car that is road legal ever. Anymore?
Oh.
Hennessy
Like he
Venom.
has a list of cars open on his computer right now. He's not gonna.
Do any of you want to take a guess?
An NA car that's faster than
Fastest-
McLaren F1?
Actually, wait.
An NA car that's more powerful.
yeah.
SCG
Oh,
Ultimate Arrow.
Is
Name
it
me
the?
anything.
Is it the new? Is it a new car?
Relatively, yes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Revolta is like 800 horsepower from the NA engine.
Wait, we're talking power or top speed here?
Power.
Power.
Any
NA, no assists.
Aventador.
One of the Dodge Demons. One of the
Viper.
Dodge Hellcats.
I was gonna say Viper. But
Demon is literally supercharged. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like their whole-
God.
It's not the Viper, right?
It is not.
That's a good guess, though.
Wait, why are we guessing this car specifically?
It's got more horsepower than whatever you have.
Naturally
The
aspirated.
car that beats McLaren F1?
No, the car that has an engine with more power as a naturally aspirated, no hybrid, no.
F50? Enzo?
That's not a bad guess.
Showta has the closest
Is it?
guess.
If F50?
Wait,
Oh, that can't be right.
F8 Tributo.
Why are you what
Oh, it is turbo. I'm sorry. No.
LaFerrari?
Oh, is it one of the 812s? Is it one of the Ferrari V12s?
Yes.
Oh, it's either the F12 or the 812. 812, knew it.
How much?
790 horsepower?
It's 790.
Oh, wow.
TDF is 770, and that's like
Wait, but how much does the McLaren F1 make? I thought it was like 6, right? Yeah.
God, that car's sick. Mine's a Zonda Cinque, by the way. That'd be my wild card.
What is what? A what?
Pagani Zonda Cinque.
Zonda.
Yeah. Mercedes V12, one of 5 ever built. I grew up
If you buy
driving
a
that car in Need for
S600
Speed.
and straight pipe it, it's basically it's Zonda.
It
with 4
basically,
doors.
basically.
I think there's like a guy in Japan that put like $12,000
Yeah,
exhaust
yeah,
on
yeah.
it, and he's just going through Tokyo streets like,
Yep.
and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on?
There's what?
there's also F spot with his.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I love
That'd be
that thing
kind of
so
fun,
much.
like just like a troll car.
And absolutely, yeah, made you look.
Yeah.
There's a car that I think if I had to pull off a heist to get to, there is supposedly a BMW E30 truck sitting somewhere in Germany in a warehouse. A BMW.
I think it was made as an April Fool's joke, as like a Ute. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it exists. It's a thing, and it's there in their warehouse, deep, probably in a crate somewhere. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna drive it out of there.
That would be the one you would. Well, Matt and I already are going to break in. We're going to break into Honda's headquarters and steal the HSV prototype that did laps at Nürburgring and is definitely still sitting deep within their vault somewhere.
I found out we know someone that worked on that project, so I'm poke.
Oh my God, yes. And there is definitely for sure a secret second Mazda Ferrari underneath the next door to the Taco Bell headquarters at Mazda's building.
I've heard a rumor that the Furai, the remains of the Furai, Mazda Furai, is underneath the Mazda corporate building in Irvine, California, apparently, from an insider information. So maybe we can break into it and...
I think if we ask kindly enough, we could probably.
yeah,
make
like
something
I have a
happen there.
Miata. Can I take a look at it?
All right, looking at the time check, I think we're getting there. So I think we'll do our.
Did Showta give his? Or was it
Yeah.
Or was
Yeah.
it F1?
F1, yeah.
Most overrated Formula One driver.
Can I say Hamilton?
You can say Hamilton as long as you give an answer. I have my answer. I'll wait for you to give yours though.
I'm not good at hating people.
You don't have to hate them. You just have to think they're overrated.
I'm not good at disliking people.
I think Sebastian Vettel is hugely overrated. But I think honestly that's not that much of a unpopular opinion at the moment.
Who has the best hairline in Formula One?
Carlos Sainz.
Carlos Sainz, I think.
Hairline?
Leclerc.
Hairline. I mean,
Probably
like
Leclerc.
if you can't see that hairline,
Hamilton's rocking the dreads because he knows like this is the last real
Hamilton
like,
doesn't-
strand he's got. going.
Hamilton-
Hamilton's hairline was like
That's it.
here
Yeah,
2010.
Hamilton-
Now
yeah,
it's like here.
That's
He
truly the
doesn't-
greatest
he-
comeback story in all of sports.
he doesn't.
dude.
He doesn't deserve to be on this list for that travesty of a haircut.
He requested to go to add the Turkish Grand Prix just for that one reason, bro.
Oh, you know what's stupid? You know what's pissing me off recently? Is
What?
Alpine and their bullshit circus of like F1 signings again.
I'm tired of people thinking Doohan isn't even going to last until like halfway through the season.
Did I tell you this? That I'm not rooting for Doohan because I believe in him. I'm rooting for him because I hate Alpine. Like I want him. Best case scenario for me personally to be happy next season is if Alpine drops Doohan, he gets picked up by another team, does well, and passes Colapinto in every race. I don't care if either of them score 0 points throughout the season. I just want to. I'm so over Alpine's bullshit
Of just, yeah.
of like constantly fear mongering their own drivers.
And they've been doing this literally since their name has become
Yeah.
Alpine.
and just like and then like being shocked when like things backfire on them.
Yeah.
Like it's flabbergasting. It is incredible. What are you doing? And now Briatore's back. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to add a little bit more cutthroat and give a lot of motivation into the team. I think he probably showed up about 6 months too late when everything was on fire. But I think it's either going to turn things around or it's going to be the last nail in the coffin for this team.
When's the last time a manufacturer voluntarily ended their own engine program in Formula One?
I don't think that's... Matt would know that answer better than me. I don't think...
And could that possibly lead to? I mean, like, could it get any worse for them? To be honest, to be fair.
They finish last in constructors next year.
I think I know who it is, but I also think it doesn't technically count.
Is it one of the Honda or Toyota teams?
No, you're close in idea-wise. It was a major manufacturer that dropped.
Braun.
Separated from AT.
Braun.
No,
Jag,
Sauber.
Sauber.
When
Oh,
when 2000
yep. Sauber intentionally cut. Yep, Sauber intentionally cut ties with BMW. Yeah, BMW intentionally. Yep, sorry, I got that backwards.
Well,
but
BMW cut ties with Sauber and they left the sport.
last question, I'm gonna throw you guys. What is one manufacturer you would want to see join in Formula One? Because we're getting so many right now.
I know what Jackson's gonna say.
Does rejoin count? Can I say a rejoin?
You could say
Hyundai.
rejoin.
Good BMW.
BMW. I was gonna say BMW as well.
But okay,
But-
if you're gonna say BMW, I'll switch mine to something else, and you can if you have an answer, I'll.
I know everyone wants to see Porsche,
I don't think it's going.
but
to
if
happen.
Audi's joining, then it's like
Yeah.
a conflict of interest for Volkswagen Group. I'll say this: I want to see Skoda coming up to
Man.
Rally 1 in WRC, and because they're
Wrong
technically
sport.
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
technically they're Volkswagen, and
So what team would you like to see return to football? And he answers with Manchester.
Yeah,
United.
with- yeah.
Well, I guess that's sorry, American.
But
football.
Formula
football, yeah.
1, I feel like major manufacturers are already in on it.
What's like a
But-
cool
and then
brand you
Toyota's
would wanna
already
see?
I mean,
coming, right?
Toyota's kind of
Toyota's
coming back.
technically involved with Haas.
But they're coming
still
on
Ferrari
from
powered. It's more of a
2026?
technical alliance.
By 20.
Toyota has nothing mentioned about an engine right now, sir.
No, they have their plans to. I think by 2028.
I thought they're joining by like 2026 or something.
2028. I think they said they'll be ready to create their own, like engine.
I
I believe.
Matt.
I know Cadillac said that.
Yeah, Cadillac said that.
I want to see Toyota in Formula 1
Oh, you're right. That was Cadillac. Oopsie doopsie.
because they make the greatest engines in the whole country or the world, actually. That's why I want to see Formula 1
I mean,
Toyotas.
Ford is kind of coming back, but
I would like to see
like
full
see-
Ford,
Yeah, exactly.
but-
I would like to see a full Ford racing commitment, but that, I mean, historically they've been involved in Formula One as an engine supplier a couple times here and there, but but outside of sports car racing, they don't really have a presence.
No.
No, not really. It'd be cool. I doubt they would. I doubt they'd want to, though.
No.
Don't see any reason they would join.
No.
But BMW, as much as there's actually even less of a reason for them to join because they're so active in sports cars.
In sports cars and yeah.
They don't really need Formula One
But they did Formula One for like 2 years or something.
for a lot
For way longer, yeah.
5-6 years, maybe more.
Keke Rosberg won a championship on BMW Power.
Not in Formula.
Empower.
Keke did, yeah.
That was with BMW.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. When was this? I mean, presume.
I'm 90% sure it was. Yeah, it was with. Was it Williams? It wasn't. It was Williams. Yeah, I'm 99% sure it was with BMW.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
If
know
not, he was on BMW Power.
Never driven a no. Keke Rosberg's never driven a BMW powered F1.
Who am I thinking of?
BMW's never won.
BMW has won a championship in
no,
F1.
they haven't. BMW has never won an F1 constructors championship. That's not happened before. They have one win to their name. That's with Kubica.
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 I'm correct or he's
Whoops.
correct? I'm correct. Yippee.
Wrong.
Wrong. All right. Anything else? Let's see.
Did we get any more last second podcast discussions?
Yeah, because we're approaching an hour.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're chilling.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, we thank you for joining us on this blabbering hour. We hope you join us next time when we really just kind of run out of ideas and really just kind of shoot it together.
We should take shots next time.
We should have a pizza stream.
No, it's boring.
Okay.
No one wants to see three.
We talk over pizza? No?
No, I mean we talk over shots.
We could do that.
That's much better. Or we build some of these Legos.
Ayrton Senna's Formula One car
Yeah,
in the walls of Imola.
Oh my God! Sorry.